talk about very interesting opportunities in Tulum. But before we jump into today's properties, guys, we want to talk about something that honestly has been incredible to watch. These live sessions have been a great success, yes or not, Brandy? I love them, not just because we've created a beautiful community that is here, that they comment, and we have really good engagement and comments and everything. But the most important thing is that we've been selecting properties that have actually been selling exactly like we said they would. So from the beginning, the goal of these lives has been super simple. We filter the market and identify the properties that we genuinely believe are underpriced opportunities here in Riviera Maya, right? So properties that have real value. Hi, Titan. Real value, strong fundamentals, and pricing that we really felt that wouldn't last long in the market. So it has been amazing seeing how accurate we have been, and I'm proud of us because it's all about handpicking the properties. So actually, in the last video that we did about Tulum, which was around 2 or 3 weeks ago, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, it was impressive that from the three properties that we showcased, every single property ended up selling around a week after we showed them here in the live. Some of them are completely closed, okay, with down payment and everything, and some are still in contract, but they are closing, and some had bidding wars. Okay, I'll explain you in a bit. So before we start today, we actually want to walk you through some of the properties that have recently sold in Tulum. I'm going to do a very short video just for you to understand the market, okay? And also because the reality, it validates our criteria and our analysis behind all of the selection of the properties and behind our videos. So what do you think, Brandy? I'm super excited. Okay, so also just you will see this lineup of today is gonna be amazing. Okay, so let's see. I tried to do my best in a short period of time. Give me 1 second. Hold on. The first one, here we go. I'm gonna put it in small so we can explain. Obviously, all of these videos, you can see them in our past lives. Okay, so this one was from the first video that we did right here. From the first video that we did, it was a 2-bedroom house, an impressive backyard layout. Yes, it was sold. Okay, super fast. Obviously, La Veleta, really good location, 2-bedroom, great layout. Now, this one, the second one, this is the second property. It was sold to Amor Amar because we sold it. It was a property that had bidding wars, guys. It had like 5 offers, the starting price, and then it actually sold a little bit higher because it's an amazing property. It's huge. Oh, it's like 500 and something square meters of penthouse with a pool. This is the rooftop of that property. So I felt very proud about this property when we posted it. Now, this is the third property that was sold, okay, by our colleague. We also posted it in one of our first videos, a 2-bedroom villa in Velosa. Like copy. Okay, with an amazing backyard, an amazing pool, a really good location. So okay, from the videos that here we are. Look at here we are. Now, fourth property that was sold by us too. This one is a penthouse, 2-bedroom penthouse in Aldea Sama. Great location, an amazing, unique layout. That social areas are connected to the rooftop terrace. Oh my God. So this one was also sold. However, I just want to pause it a little bit here. We have 2 properties, same like mirror one. So one was sold, the other one is still available, and we just got an offer today. Let's see if they accepted it. So if you are interested, contact us today. I'm gonna just add this one the QR code that it's around here. Just because if you like it, contact us immediately and go and see the video. All right, so what is this fifth property that was sold? This was the last video that we showcased. Amazing villa, 4-bedroom in La Privada in Aldea Sama. I really couldn't believe how fast it was. I had 3 clients interested in this property. Unfortunately, no one of my clients put the goddamn offer when I told them to, right? And it was sold. Oops, I'm missing one. It was sold actually, guys, before before super fast. Okay, let me go a little bit in advance here. Hold on. Okay, this one hold on. No, we are not finished. What was the it was the fifth or the sixth?
Oh,
I don't know.
Count.
This one is the 6th property or 7th. I don't even know what number. It was sold also. Well, right now it is in contract. This one had 3 offers, guys. Bidding war again. And it was an amazing villa with a great pool in La Veleta, just 2 blocks away from Calle 7. An amazing price too. I was very, very sad because also I had some clients that they called me pushy, just for you to know. They called me pushy just because I told them to close and did it. Well, this is the 8th property or 7, I don't know, that was sold. We called it again. We said, and this was part of the last video, the 3 past properties were sold, all of them. This one right now is in contract also. So very, very affordable villa in Tulum. So guys, yes, of what I was telling you, no joke. Like, I had 2 clients calling me pushy. And both of those clients, I'm sorry, but they lost the opportunity. And you know what I told one of the clients? Because he's like, but you're being so pushy. My work, my job is to push you to make the decision that is going to take you to the best place. Why? Because at the end, there's too many clients interested on looking for opportunities here. People are looking for lower priced opportunities, and if you're not fast enough, if you're not like sharp enough in this market, which I can say it's a shark market, it's a buyer's market. If you're not sharp enough, you're not going to get the best opportunities. Just let me tell you that. Okay, you have to be confident that what we're showing you today are the best opportunities in Tulum. And when I push you, or when Brandy pushes you, or any one of our team pushes you, and I'm sorry that I'm being a little bit hard on this, but by experience, I can tell you, when I say put the goddamn offer or put the reservation, is put it now. Why? Because I know it's super hot and someone else will put it. So I'm super proud of the properties that we achieved to close with our personal clients. But I can tell you that I have other clients that are like, oh, I lost it. Can you tell me when there's another good opportunity? Well, guys, like, opportunities have expiration date. How do you call it?
Expiration.
The opportunities have expiration date. And if you don't get those ones, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry because I'm being super like a mom. No. But well, guys, that's the only thing that I wanted to explain before we started this video. Brandy, how are you feeling?
Good. I'm excited to share these new 3 opportunities.
Yes, guys. Now this video, it's all gonna be about great luxury mansions, I would say, or like big houses. But it's not mansion, but like big houses in Tulum. And what else? We're super excited because we truly believe that these properties are going to have the same effect as the past videos. All right, because just to highlight something, you really have to, like, as a broker, you really have to have the criteria to identify them. Because you know what happened? Just the last slide before we start. Many brokers follow us, of course, and see our videos, and I'm super thankful for that. And yes, thank you for this community and everything. But they didn't even send these opportunities before to their clients. And when they saw the video and the selection, they are like, oh, yes, it's true. It's true, Carla and Brandy. Like, these properties are really nice. So they send it immediately to their clients. And I mean, I wouldn't say, like, not all the clients are fast enough. So maybe those clients were faster and they won me an opportunity that I shouted out, that we shouted out. But well, okay, let's begin with the first beautiful villa. Is it this one, right, Brandy? Yes. Okay, so here we are. Hold on. Okay, what happened? Guys, technical problems here. Okay, again, we are. Remember that live videos always have their things. So I'm gonna put this here and then put this one here. Man, I don't see the villa. Okay, we're making it more.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right.
Oh.
What happens? I don't know why I can't. Should I upload it again? Or should I start with the other one?
You can start,
Here.
yeah, just not the beginning.
Okay, let's put it on the beginning. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, we're gonna see it in a different way. Give me 1 second, okay? Please be patient. Maybe here, like this. This is what I wanted.
Okay.
Perfect. Yes, start.
Okay,
Brandy.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so something that's really important about the location of our first villa is that even though technically it's in Region 15, which is known for its bumpy roads, you're actually very close to both Holistica and La Valletta. So you're a couple blocks from Fifth Avenue, where you'll find cafes, restaurants, wellness spaces, commercial areas, and you're only a few blocks from 7th Avenue as well. And something that's especially important for the future value of this area is that Fifth Avenue has now been paved, and it also connects you directly to Kukulkan, which is the road that gives you access to the beach.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, so one of the first things that you're really going to appreciate about this home, our video is quite delayed and slow here. So one of the first things that you'll appreciate about the home is the combination of materials throughout the design. So you're going to have lots of glass, steel, wood, and concrete all working together in a very intentional way. But honestly, the true focal point of this villa and of this entire house is going to be this incredible sculptural staircase.
Yes, I love
You'll
it.
see.
I love it. This is like like it's an artwork actually.
Yes.
When I was in studying architecture, and we saw like these kind of stairs, we usually said like stair porn.
Stair porn. Yes. So
100%.
yes, the moment you walk in, your eyes go directly to it. It rises through this dramatic double height space that's surrounded by natural light and these oversized glass windows. It almost feels more like an art installation than just a staircase.
Exactly.
Now we're going to
Let's see. Here, a ver, let me put it again, Brandy, because here it's going a little bit slow.
very slow. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, so now we're heading out into the part of the outdoor living space. So this is where you really start to appreciate how well everything connects together. You could easily imagine a beautiful outdoor dining table here for dinners with family or friends, surrounded by all of the greenery and soft lighting at night. You also have multiple outdoor seating areas. And overall, the flow between the outdoor and indoor spaces is really seamless, which is something that makes the house feel very livable and perfect for entertaining. Now, the kitchen itself is really beautiful. You also have this beautiful oversized white concrete island acting as a centerpiece of the space while still feeling very integrated into the architecture of the home. Another thing that I really appreciate about the design of this main floor is how spacious and well balanced it all feels. So even though it's open concept, every area still feels very distinct and intentional.
True.
Oh,
What
okay.
happened?
I don't know.
Okay, so now
I don't know if we.
Here.
No,
We went. I think
we went really fast.
we were here, right? around here.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is perfect. So another feature that I really love about this home is right at the center of the house, you also have this climate controlled wine storage feature, which honestly feels very unique and elevated within the design. And you all know that I absolutely love a sinking-in living room. There's something about them that immediately makes the space feel more cozy and inviting. So this here is such a comfortable space where you can watch TV, entertain guests, or honestly just relax and enjoy the view. And because you have these massive windows overlooking your private garden, the entire space feels really open, bright, and full of greenery without losing that cozy atmosphere.
It's true also, Brandy, that here, where the window sits, it has this space, this white little wall where you could actually put cushions, or that you can also create another seating
Yeah.
area right there. I've seen it in other houses and I really love it. Or like a bookshelf, or like this huge decoration. It has a lot of potential.
Yes. And there's also so much potential with the exterior garden space as well. You could add in additional landscaping, you could add in a lounge area or maybe a fire pit space or just more tropical greenery to create even more of a private jungle atmosphere.
Yes, because you have a huge lot.
The lot is massive. So now we actually get to head up this beautiful staircase. And from here, you really start to appreciate the double height ceilings and the scale of it. So hanging down through the center is this very Tulum inspired chandelier that adds a really dramatic focal point for the home as well. And then as you arrive at the top, you have this really beautiful outdoor terrace area complete with a pool and lounging space. So one thing that I really love about this outdoor area is that even though it's out in the open air, you still have so much surrounding greenery and natural shade. So even during the hotter months like we're currently in, the space still feels very functional, it's comfortable, and you're still able to enjoy it in the middle of the day.
Exactly. I love how, depending on the day, on the hour, either you have a lot of sun, which you will love if you want some tanning skin, or you are really well covered by these trees on the shade, maybe in the morning or the afternoon, because you are not rooftop. It's part of the second story, so the section here, it gives you a great shadow.
Of course. So heading back inside, now you really get to appreciate the full scale of the chandelier and how beautifully it fits into this double height space. And now we're going to, head into the primary bedroom. And again, one of my favorite features immediately is these floor to ceiling windows. So they allow in so much natural light and make the room feel incredibly bright and airy. But because of all the mature trees that are on your private lot, you're still able to maintain a nice sense of privacy.
Exactly. How big is the lot, Brandy?
Off the top of my head,
421.
421.
421.
Yes.
Which is in square feet. Let me see. Times. It's like 4,500 square feet.
Yes. Okay, so another feature that I absolutely love is this beautiful arched walk-in shower. So it feels elegant and designed forward, and you can actually see all of the greenery outside while you're showering, which creates a super relaxing atmosphere.
And very unique also, that design.
Super unique. And then you also have this really nice double vanity setup that completes the ensuite space beautifully. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to head into the secondary bedroom.
Okay, yes, that's the primary. Hold on. But let's go a little bit fast. Okay, I have to put it again. Until now, what do you think, guys? We have here in the comments, #1 fan. Thank you, Mark. We love you too. This is the secondary.
Okay, so yes, now we're into the secondary bedroom.
Again, sorry guys. Hi, we're here. Okay, let's go again. Ooh, the thing is that when with live videos, you know that it has to charge again, but here we are.
No,
Yes.
that's the third bedroom.
Oh, not yet, because this one is really interesting. This one, the first one, and then this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're on our way now to the secondary bedroom. So again, as we enter, you're gonna see how bright and inviting the space feels.
I love the floor to ceiling doors also. It's a really good design detail.
Yes, so you have lots of greenery right outside these windows as well, so making a really peaceful atmosphere, and it's keeping that same natural feeling carried throughout the home. You also have a really nice built-in closet space, and the room itself is actually quite spacious. And of course, we have it is complete with its own ensuite bathroom.
Exactly. Now, something important to note is given the size of the lot, they actually had, hi Brandy, hello. Given the size of the lot, they actually had an architectural plan where from the terrace you could put a spiral staircase also, and they created in a rendering a beautiful rooftop on top with another bedroom, with a fourth bedroom. So just for you to know, this house has a lot of potential given the size of the lot.
Of course. So now we're entering into the final bedroom. There's an additional bathroom to your right hand side there. And again, super bright, lots of great natural light coming in. And one of my favorite features about this bedroom specifically is you have this really beautiful private terrace area with space that for hammock, so great for relaxing, enjoying, reading your book, and you have the beautiful green trees out the front of your lot. So like Carla had mentioned earlier, this villa sits on 421 square meters, which is about 4,500 square feet. And it has 321 square meters of construction, or 3,455 square feet. And if you can believe that this villa is priced at 599,000 USD.
I can tell you guys, for an architectural villa, like iconic villa like this one, it is a complete steal. This one, actually, just for you to know, it has already 3 offers, but you know how the buyers are in this market. They are putting a low offer. So if you are interested in this villa, obviously the price is already set at a price that it's almost non-negotiable of what I say. When I say non-negotiable, I'll tell you, but this one could be almost non-negotiable. You could negotiate a little bit still. Just for you to know, yeah, this one is gonna go, I'm sure, by the end of this week or the next week. This one will be already reserved.
I know, and by the time when we initially saw it this week, it was available, and then within the next couple of days,
Yes.
multiple offers.
Exactly, multiple offers. So this one, what I really love about this one is just check the materials. You know, the wood, chukum walls, glass. Like, it has everything that gives you this Tulum essence, but also making it different from, you know, all the stone earthy that you find everywhere. This one also, did you say that this house is elevated from the ground? Oh, that's something very important to note. I'm gonna put you a little bit here, right here. You can see I'm walking up the stairs because the house is elevated. So this permits the air to flow below the house, keeping it super, super fresh, and also preventing any humidity that you could have on this house. So given that it has like a lot of light entrance and everything, if it's elevated, it's great. Guys, what do you think about this one? Don't you love it? Here, Brandy, look. Okay, so let's go to our next villa, guys. You will love this one. And I have to tell you that this one, I'm also pretty sure that this one will move super fast, because I will, by the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you the price and you won't believe this exists. So this is a completely different style of villa in Tulum. Honestly, it's one of those properties where the location alone is a massive selling feature. We always say location, 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 and you really feel that here because you are just steps from 7th Avenue, that trendy avenue. Okay, it has restaurants, cafes, bars, boutiques, concept stores, and a great nightlife. Now, however, important to note that you are in the end of the 7th Avenue. So, for those preoccupied about the noise or whatever, noise wouldn't be an issue here. You are surrounded by privacy and greenery inside the property. However, you are like walking distance to the middle of everything that is happening in La Veleta. So the location is amazing. Now, one thing that it's really important to understand is the scale of the property itself. Guys, this villa sits across three separate lots, which is extremely rare to see in the Tulum Villas. We are talking about 900 square meter lot, which is around 9,700 square feet. Okay, that no, because you have to understand that normal lot size for villas here are 300 square meters or around 3,200 square feet. So this creates a huge amount of value because instead of feeling compressed, like many homes here that you will see maybe over $1 million or so, you actually have an enormous amount of open space, gardens, privacy, and flexibility. Now, here I am, right here. It's like lot one, lot two, lot three. I'm showing you how the lots are distributed. And as soon as you enter the property, one of the first things that you notice is how much non constructed space there is. And personally, that's something I always appreciate because it allows the architecture to breathe and it creates much better views throughout the home, of course. One entire section of the property is dedicated to the red pool that you just saw, okay, which is a beautiful, a concept red pool. And then we have two separate guest suites, obviously completed with their own ensuite bathrooms and closets. So immediately, this home starts to feel ideal not only for personal use, but also for entertaining, hosting guests, retreats, or whatever luxury rentals, whatever you can imagine. Okay? So, as we enter the main living area, you will immediately appreciate the scale of the home. You will see double height ceilings, how it transforms the space, and how the glass windows allow an incredible amount of natural light. Okay, look at this. Now, what's exciting about a property like this is that the architecture itself is already strong and dramatic. Now, with the right interior design and finish it, it could become absolutely spectacular. Remember that I'm an architect and I always see, the potential on the houses. It doesn't mean that the furniture here it's wrong or whatever. It's just personal. It's only that I see the kind of editorial luxury architectural feel that the structure has itself, and it already makes a statement. So the space really makes you see the potential that this house has. Okay, so every time I walk through it, I start imagining how I would personally design it. I love the idea of creating, the contrast between, here I'm showing you this picture, between the industrial architecture and a softer, warmer interior elements. Things like, I don't know, cozy textures, you see warm lighting. Obviously, fabrics will do really good. Wood, with the contrast with the greenery outside. I think that combination will make this home feel absolutely incredible. This is in my experience, okay? So that is what is super exciting about this property, is that the architecture it's already so strong and unique that you can really take the interior design in whatever direction you can imagine. The space is suitable for that. That's something that I love. Now, we're heading into the ground floor bedroom. And one of the first things that you will notice is how beautiful the light is, the natural light, of course. It is also super practical because for anyone who prefers not to use the stairs, having a bedroom on the main level, obviously it's a super advantage.
We
What I,
love a ground floor
of course,
bedroom.
one thing that I really love here is that direct access to the social exterior area and the access to the backyard area, which, as you can see, guys, look at the potential of the space. Okay, it's huge here. You can put landscaping, greenery, create whatever atmosphere that you can imagine. Now let's go upstairs. But before we go upstairs, let's go. I want to show you one of the most unique spaces in the property. Okay, are you ready? Look at this massive all glass design studio space that could honestly become anything you can imagine, depending on the lifestyle of you. For example, you could have this gym, or you can have an art studio, or you can have a kids area, whatever. Like the men's cave, a man cave, sports lounge, whatever. Like a dance space, whatever idea. For example, I imagine also like maybe an office space with a podcast studio. The possibilities here are huge, and that's important. I love flexible homes, and what I mostly love about this home is how interesting the price is. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this little video, okay? Now you can see how we can all open all of the windows to create this indoor outdoor experience we all love in this tropical weather in Tulum. And again, because the property, remember, spans in 3 lots, the amount of outdoor space here is difficult to find in all of the villas of Tulum. The reality is I haven't found a house that has this amount of lot. I love it. What do you think, Brandy?
No, there's so much, like the possibilities with a lot this big are endless. It's so much space.
You
It's
could put
exciting.
like hammocks, you could put lounging space, maybe, I don't know, even a swimming lane, right?
Paddle courts.
A paddle court in that space.
Paddle super huge here.
I know. Now we head upstairs here, and this was designed as the social heart of the home. Okay, the kitchen, we love it. The upper entertaining level. At the end, you have entertaining sections everywhere. You'll see also in the third floor. But here, it's interesting that instead of hiding the kitchen, they really made it the focal point in the second floor. So I have had different comments here about being far away from the dining area, but remember that also you have seating areas here in the island. Okay, let me add it again. Now you can also, oops, not here. What is this? I went to the other house. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, it's important for you to understand that this house has versatility. You can design it the way that you want. We were in the kitchen here. Give me 1 second, because I had one client that said, "Okay, I really want the kitchen to be ground floor." Well, change it. Change the kitchen, put it on the ground floor level where the bedroom is, and then turn the bedroom on this part, and it will have a beautiful balcony too. Okay. Now, because you have these terraces what I really love is that they open to the treetops, and it creates really beautiful natural light. And what I love, Brandy, look at the reflections of the surrounding greenery. Actually, when you see it from the pool, this house practically like disappears in the jungle because of the glass, because it is like the mirror. It mirrors the greenery, so it looks like you're in the middle of the jungle. And that's a beautiful indoor outdoor atmosphere, right? Now remember, guys, well, I don't know if you've already named this villa, but this villa was called or is called the Tulum Mansion, okay? But I could call it the glass house. because the architecture is very unique. And look at how you will have cross ventilation here on the secondary bedroom. This is not the primary. You will see the primary in a moment. And that here, for example, I'm gonna showcase that over there we have the studio, remember, and you have an amazing space where you can create an outdoor lounge area with maybe, you know, sitting spaces to see the tree, to see the stars, the sunset, the sunrises, or whatever, or maybe even construct another level on that side. Look at how massive this double height feels. What do you think, Brandy? I love it.
I love it. Actually, someone has a quick question. If you're okay while we go up the stairs.
Okay, I'll answer it when we're in the terrace, just for you, just because I want to explain this part of the video. We can see that we arrive here to the primary suite, which honestly feels a lot more like a loft. You can see it's not a traditional bedroom. The scale and the openness of the space, you could like, there's a sitting area, and then you could easily, how do you say, hug the trees. It's like the I'm there. It's on the treetop. So I love the views. I love the scale. You have space where you in the living area from this loft on this level, where you can have like a workspace, reading area, seating area. Also, you can see the cross ventilation. Obviously, the ensuite bathroom. I love how it feels, the openness and the perspective. So we're gonna go here. There's also a walk-in closet that I'm not showing, but we are gonna finish with the exterior rooftop in this bedroom, where you will love to see also the everything, the stars from this level. Now, this villa is, oops, let me do it again. Let me put it here. No, not this one, Brandy, not this one here. Right here. Okay. Now, this villa, guys, it's centered on three primary materials. We can see glass, concrete, and steel. So compared to other villas that we often see in Tulum, this one feels super modern, industrial, architectural. You have cross ventilation. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, in terms of the square footage, we have, we already said it, no? The lot square footage, but we have to say the square footage of the house, which is 500 and, can you check it?
550.
550 square meters of house, which does not include, no, 550, yeah, which includes already the guest rooms, okay, which is times 10.75, which is around 6,000 square foot construction. Now tell me about the questions, Brandy.
Okay, so I actually thought this was a great question for this house here. So someone's asking if homes with unique architecture like this hold their value well.
Of course they do. And it depends, of course, how you conserve it. But we usually see here in Tulum like artists, architects, and you already know the name of the architect. No, the last time we were talking about, for example, collab, and you're like, are you buying a collab? You're buying a Sordo Mahleno. You know, the architecture really holds value, of course, in villas and in properties. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do you feel about this villa, guys? It has a lot of potential. I'm sure. Didn't I say the price right?
I don't think you did.
Oh my God. Okay. That's why we haven't had like a lot of excitement in the comments yet. This price, the price of this villa, guys, is in $670,000 listed as of right now. It started a little bit higher. However, just because the owner knows that in this live we have a lot of investors and that a lot of our villas have been sold, he gave us a special price, which is $575,000. I'm sure you won't find something like that in all of Tulum. And I'm sure this villa with this price will go immediately. And I'm also sure that if you don't say that you came from this video, the price is not 575. The price will be 670 or something like that. 690, I think that it is. Because it will not be listed anywhere but in this live video at this price, because what we want is to do a fire sale, and fire sales go in 1 week or two. So if you are interested, again, remember, contact us either to our webpage or directly to our WhatsApp. Either both of the QRs, take your phone and send us a message, because I'm sure this one will not be in the market for so long. Do you agree with me, Brandy?
I agree with you.
Is this? Oh my God, we are a little bit late, Brandy. Let's go to the other house. Let's go. All right. So we saw this one. Ready for the next one? To our last home, which is really, really interesting. Yes.
I feel like all of these homes have had some really unique
I'm sure
architecture.
I'm sure that they will go like in the next 2-3 weeks. That's what I'm sure, Brandy. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so our third property is in Aldea Zama, which is still one of the most sought after areas in Tulum. And honestly, it is for good reason. So a lot of people consider Aldea Zama to be the epicenter of Tulum, because from here you can easily connect to downtown, La Valletta, Cobra Road, and the beach. So one of the biggest advantages of this area is also the infrastructure. So the roads are finished in cobblestone. All the electrical wiring is underground. You have fiber optic internet, the water systems, walking paths, bike paths. You have a really great commercial area.
Important to know that it's the only one that has the connection with the three only roads that take you to the beach, and that was what we were showing in the screen.
Anyway, sorry. So another thing that we really love about Aldea Zama is how green it feels. So the entire master plan was designed to preserve nature and incorporate trees throughout the community. So when you walk here, it feels nice and cool. It's more shaded compared to other parts of Tulum that are a little bit more concrete heavy. And this villa that we're about to see embraces that concept perfectly.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
Whoop.
Ooh, we went. No. Hold on. Here we go. Yes.
Okay. This is good. Okay, so from the moment that you enter in to the villa, it has a nice, massive, oversized door. You're going to notice that the owners clearly designed this home around the existing trees on the property, and instead of removing them, they made them part of the entire experience of the house. So right away on the right-hand side here, this is currently being used as a TV room and dining area. But honestly, what catches your attention immediately is all of the glass and greenery that is surrounding you. So even though you're technically indoors, it feels like you're walking through your own private jungle. So then here is the space is being used as a shared TV room and dining room space. So this is actually a 5-bedroom villa. So you have a massive dining room table here. And now we're arriving at one of the most unique design elements of the home, and that is this central hallway that will be connecting the living area to the kitchen. Normally, hallways are just transition spaces, but here the hallway itself becomes part of the experience. So on both sides, you have these interior garden spaces filled with mature trees. So walking through here almost feels like meditative or an experience.
100%.
So, and then the kitchen.
No, hold on. Wait a second. Because here we have to explain that there's two gardens. Okay, the layout, if you have like a bird eye, you will see it
Mm,
in a C shape. So you have one, two, three
yeah.
patios.
And the kitchen here is incredibly bright and open. Again, you're surrounded by all this glass and greenery. The island was clearly designed as a gathering space where multiple people can cook and socialize and move around comfortably together. One of the architectural concepts used throughout the home is this idea of a very open ground floor with minimal visual barriers. The entire home feels very airy, connected, and almost like it's floating with the jungle surroundings. While we were walking through the home, Carla and I both had this shared thought that what if we enclose this large exterior space that we're looking at now with the same glass panels here, and we're going to show you a visual of what that could look like. So this would give you an additional living area where you can enjoy all year long in the comfort of the air conditioning, and it gives you a bit more flexibility with that room at the front of the villa, instead of having to divide it between both a TV room and a dining space. And since the structure is already in place, adding in glass panels here wouldn't be a costly addition.
Not at all. Not at all, and it keeps you fresh for those northern
Yes.
that are not accustomed to the heat.
Yes, and then you would still have this beautiful view of the pool from this new interior space. The pool is well positioned, that it actually does catch a lot of sun rays in the afternoon. This shot particularly is from like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, so the sun hasn't gotten there yet.
But imagine how bright
Yes.
the blue pool will be, like
Yes.
turquoise.
And then you'd still have enough outdoor lounging space around the pool as well. If you were to enclose that space, you also have this outdoor bar and grill area, as well as this funky little mural that I love. Now, like I had mentioned earlier, this is a 5-bedroom. Oh, here we're just admiring this big, beautiful tree. So this is a 5-bedroom villa, and you actually do have a small bedroom on the ground floor. So this was originally a pantry, but due to the success of the villa as a rental, they added it as a 5th bedroom. So this space could easily be converted back into storage for the kitchen, perhaps maybe a small office or like library, reading corner. Honestly, this space could be converted into anything your heart desires.
They actually, I don't know if you said it, that they decided to do a bedroom because of the Tulum rental demand, right?
Yes, yes. So here you are again continuing to have that same experience. We're blurring the lines between interior and exterior living due to the structure being supported by columns rather than walls. As we head back into this shared space, there is a small bathroom here to the left that we didn't actually get to see.
I love how being in the ground floor, just opening the windows, I would be doing rounding with my feet in the soil like every time. It feels really special as you are like in an open air space, no?
It does, it does. And as we continue upstairs, it's keeping the same essence throughout the home. That indoor outdoor experience continues seamlessly with the jungle surrounding you from every angle. On the left there, you have washer and dryer. This is the primary bedroom. Here it has its own private balcony.
Exactly.
We're stuck.
Yeah, that private balcony, what I really like is that you have like the facade.
It's very private.
It's very private.
Yes. So
Here we go. Here we go.
have your whoop.
Not yet.
No.
Right here.
So yeah, private balcony. You have the greenery. It's protected. Super private, peaceful. between the mature trees, very tucked away in here. So then you also have a nice large ensuite bathroom with shared closet space. And again, I'm just loving all of the greenery, like everywhere
You look at it.
Yeah.
It feels like a tree house again, no?
Yes, yes.
That concept.
Now we're heading over to this second hallway, but it's more like a bridge because the access, you step outside, and this is what connects the bedrooms. So like Carla just mentioned, it's almost like a tree house
Concept.
experience. And another thing that we had discussed when we were seeing was if we removed one of the interior gardens, the one to the right that we're just going to look at, and made that into a glassed-in dining space, that you could add an additional rooftop space here, which could be for the one bedroom would connect really nicely, or it could be a shared space for all of the bedrooms.
I would say it's not needed, the reality, because the space is already well suited, but there's people that want, a more covered space.
Mm-hmm. So here's one of the secondary bedrooms. Again, so much natural light, feels super airy, super breathable. This bedroom and the one beside it have a shared bathroom. And then this is one of the third bedroom here. Again,
what is the square footage here, Brandy?
The square footage. So this house is built on a 360 square meter, or just over 3,800 square feet lot. And it has 295 square meters, or 3,175 square feet of construction. And then we are now entering into the last bedroom. Here they have 2 double beds, and this bedroom comes with its own ensuite bathroom. And this villa is priced at $620,000 USD.
Wow. For Aleasama Villas, guys, just for you to know of what I know, is that a 5-bedroom villa was recently sold in Aleasama for $3.5 million in the same area. Okay, similar gated one, but it's Aleasama, almost same distance to the beach, almost same distance to everywhere. It's the same location. Okay.
Another nice thing to note is this does have a secured entrance.
Exactly. So if we compare, of course, yes, we are gonna talk about the other one having a bigger lot and design, but at the end, if we compare a price per square meter, it's not gonna be the difference. So I just wanted to have you know that it has been sold on higher prices. So having a villa for $620 in Aleasama, a 5-bedroom villa, it is a really good price, right?
100%.
I have a question for you, Brandy.
Oh.
They say, Martha, could you see this property working better as a personal residence, a rental, retreat space, or investment property? What do you think?
Honestly, I think this property could work as all. Currently, it's doing amazing right now as a rental property. That's what it's currently being used at. Like I mentioned, that's why they put in the 5th bedroom. But I think you could buy it now and keep it as is, and it would perform really well. I think for people looking for a second vacation home, or for families looking to relocate, it could also be a really nice space. That might be where you want to put in the renovations we were talking about, make the space more your own, make it work a little bit better for you. But
exactly,
I do think it can work for all of the above.
All of the above. We have buyers for all. We have buyers that say, okay, maybe I rent it while I come and live here because I'm about to retire retire or to move. So at the end, Tulum has its potential, and I'm very happy that I think this year we are like in the lower end of the market cycle, and I'm positive that we're gonna start to see this going better because at the end, the magic of Tulum, guys. There's magic on in Tulum, and we see people enjoying the lifestyle, and we see people living here like we do, right?
Yeah, of course. I actually have one more question I think is important for properties like this. Someone's asking what property taxes in Tulum are like for homes or villas of this size.
You can answer that one very easily, Brandy, because you have the comparison with Canadian and Northern taxes.
Yes. So property taxes in Canada are so expensive, so high. I'm sure they're very similar to the United States because anytime I have a client from there, they're always shocked when I share property taxes here. So super cheap in Mexico compared to the rest of North America. I always like to use the example, so it's 1/10%. So for a $500,000 condo, your property taxes for the year are going to be $500, which is insane. And on top of that, specifically in Tulum, if you pay your property taxes at the beginning of the year in January in full, you receive a 30% discount. And then I think in February, it's something like a 20,
and then
and
April,
yeah.
like 10, something
So
like that.
property taxes, especially if you're going to pay them at the beginning of the year, are so minimal compared to the rest of North America. It's amazing.
Exactly. Guys, hope you like this lineup of properties. I would say these were luxury villas in Tulum on the higher end that they were recently priced over 1 mil, all of them, okay? And now we're talking about 500-ish, 600, and like on that level, for sure, those three are still, and I'm very, very confident that we will have the effect as our last Tulum live, that all of them three went very fast. So if you are the right buyer, remember you have the contact here. I'm gonna also put the other this one. Not this one. Hold on. This one. Okay, so one is for the webpage and the other one is directly for our WhatsApp link. You can also send us an email if you're interested in any of this property. Just, I'm gonna tell you, being pushy or not being pushy, I don't care. I don't care the image. I'm gonna be pushy because these are the kind of properties that go super fast. So if you like it, contact us immediately and we'll schedule a tour for you and make you see it.
Yeah, and let us know which property was your favorite in the comments.
Yes. Guys, for our next live on Thursday. Next Thursday, please let us know in the comments if you want us to talk about a specific subject, maybe some questions that you have or whatever. Oh, what happened with the live? Or we are planning on doing Cancun real estate. I just went yesterday, explored. There are really interesting opportunities. So stay tuned, follow us, and don't miss out these amazing live videos.
Yes.
See you guys.
Bye.
We didn't even present ourselves, Brandy. Very fast. We're Amor Amar, Carla Torres. I've been living here for a while. Architect, real estate agent, CEO of Amor Amar. Brandy Fry, Canadian. She's also an investor. She has a lot of expertise. We're both certified agents here in Riviera Maya. So any question that you have, we will be super happy to help. We have one last question. Amazing. I simply can't speak. Nice too.
Took your breath away.
Breathe. All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.